Talk, Read, Talk, Write, introduce the process, and work through an intro activity just to lay out the steps. And then I'm gonna make you guys go outside your comfort zone since y'all are all language teachers, and I'm gonna have you work through an anatomy, Talk, Read, Talk, Write, so that way you feel what the kids are gonna feel. Because if I give you guys your comfort zone, you're gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna see the nuances of it. And then we're gonna reflect on the process. I'm gonna provide you guys some planning materials. So if you wanna to help you lay out the steps initially, once you do one Talk, Read, Talk, Write in your class, it's really easy to plan out from there. And then the feedback survey. So the reasons behind Talk, Read, Talk, Write. The great thing about it is it doesn't matter what subject you teach, you can do it in any one. Do you guys have like a collection of databases here on campus that you guys can go to? So that makes it a lot easier because I will tell you from the science aspect, finding an article that's at the lexile level that isn't super scientific with the jargon and the wording, it makes it very difficult. But when you have it where you can easily find one, the great thing about it is you can still adapt that article. Take pieces out so that way you have it fit to what you do. My next question is, do you guys use a universal annotation process amongst your department, or does everybody kind of annotate differently? Okay, the reason I was saying that is because if you have, if you teach freshmen, because I know you guys are a small department, if you annotate a certain way in your class, you can go to your freshman level science classes, history classes, and say, hey, this is how we annotate in English. When you do Talk, Read, Talk, Write, could you have them do this? So that way when they go into their English class, they're used to doing it that way. Same thing with sophomore, junior, senior level. And then the other way is, this is how us as other subjects can help you guys out, but at the same time, you guys can help out other subjects because you incorporate analyzing, which in science, that's a big thing. The kids don't know how to analyze. And one of the hooks that I'm gonna teach you guys about is using a picture or a diagram as a hook, and then you get the kids looking directly at that, and then they have to go through the process, how do I tie this into this article? And then when we get them in science, they're having to look at a diagram. How does this incorporate into the information? So it's a two-way street because I know as a science teacher, we're always reaching out, English, how can we help you guys out? Because we know you guys have SAT, you've got the EOC, how are we gonna be able to get there? What can we do in our classes? And in turn, now you guys have a tool that can help us out. Because I know with SAT, a lot of people are unaware of it. What is the writing that they usually hit in the SAT? It's not English, it's a science-based writing. It's something along those lines completely outside of English. So it's a great tool that allows us to help each other out. So, Talk, Read, Talk, Write, it's a structure. It has steps that you follow, and it focuses on building those literacy skills and that development. It works on their written development, it works on their language development, it works on their communication skills, because you are making them get up and communicate and share their thoughts. And so you might have a student that doesn't write very well, they can communicate that piece 100% to their teammate, and in turn, they might hear something, I didn't think about that. So it really just helps them open up their minds and get them out of their comfort zone. So, we're gonna start off, this is the process we're gonna go through. So you are going to take a position. So in your opinion, which skill do students need the most? Speaking and having an academic and intellectual conversations, writing and expressing themselves through formal writing, some other skill that you think is important. So on a note card, you're gonna put the number that you believe is most important and one sentence that explains your answer. And then just go ahead and put your pen down when you're done so that way I know that everybody's finished with their thoughts. of orange yellow is really gonna make you think on a Saturday.
That's why we fed y'all. Hey, that app is free.
It's an extension, and then you just
Are losing out.
link it, and it gives you the code, and you connect it, and then you just go back and forth. Don't let your kids see the code when you're connecting,
Because they can do it.
because they will connect and then they will flip through. So I always make sure to have it connected before I put it up on my TV.
Your daughter kids. Our dyslexia person, that one that you sent me, she said she was gonna look at that. So yeah, she's never used it.
She said it changed her life,
Oh,
that kid, so.
I showed it to the one kid I had first period, and she was like, I cannot read.
What is it called? It's called, Open Dyslexic Font. It's a free on the Chrome extension, and it weights the letters. It looks like it puts a heavy weight at the bottom of it. It just changes, and so it keeps the letters still for the kids, so they're no longer shaking or jumping. And it does it on a document, it does it on a web page, anything that, once they open up that extension.
If I put
Why
the
send it to-
version of a book and that's on it,
You're done with
Yep.
it?
so it's called Open Dyslexic Font,
Mhm.
and it's just an app on,
It's on the Chrome extension. Just go onto the, web store and put that in, and it looks like it, I believe it's an O, and the bottom looks really, really dark.
That's I sent it to her.
Yeah.
Cause, well, I have, that's what all my special ed kids are.
I have a
They're college
severe,
prep ones. They're
I have a
on-
student that's severely dyslexic in my anatomy class, and when I went to TCAA, I saw that, and as soon as I came back, I had it on mine already, and I turned it on, and I had her come over, and she was like, oh my gosh, she's like, everything is like still. And so then I had them unblock it on our, web store,
Yeah.
and so now she has it
I'm
uploaded
gonna,
on
I'll
hers.
just email Brian and ask him to
Yeah,
put it
that's
on
what-
like all these different kids,
And he doesn't even have to put it because it's an extension, so he's just gonna open it up.
And
And then
they
you just
just
have
add
to
it,
add it.
okay,
and then they turn it on, and
And
it
it
also
doesn't
has
work
an
for all of
option,
them, but it does work for a lot.
yeah.
it has an option for cover overlays as well.
Okay.
Go try with the yellow.
Okay, so now you are going to pair up according to your birth month. So odd with odd, even with even. And you are going to share with your partner your position. So you're gonna say which one, which position, which number you thought, and share your sentence. And then your partner is going to share, and when you're done, stand back to back with your partner. Okay?
Who's on?
Odd.
I'm on.
Y'all wanna do it? Okay, alright, so go ahead and share out.
Oh, we're standing for the.
Oh wait, I know, I'm high.
I was like, you're so
I was like, you're so
Today. You are odd.
So I said
So I put two.
So in case you didn't remember, there you go.
And elaboration is lost in speaking, so kids just
You need to be able to express
write how they
themselves
speak.
effectively, and if they
And
can
I'm
do
sure
it
you
in a
guys
formal
probably
setting, they
see
can do
that.
it.
Okay.
I put
So I said a skill that is not mentioned is basic social skills, or how to be in social cues, because there's starting to at times to attacking your element. So like, that's one of the things that I'm working on in class, because I feel like they're not doing, they're not learning that stuff.
So once you're done sharing, stand back to back. Triangle. There you go. Okay, so question, do you guys know why I'm having you stand back to back?
So you know,
So I can see,
I know we can't talk.
because high school kids will continue to carry on that conversation for as long as they can to stretch it out. So when they're standing back to back, one, I know they're done, and two, they cannot continue to have a conversation that is off task. Okay, you guys can have a seat.
Mark, I
I
believe in our abilities to chat. We are kids.
Okay, so now, that was the first one, that was talk one. So now what I'm gonna have you guys do is I am going to have you guys read an article about the process of talk, read, talk, write. So as you go through and read this article, I want you to keep in mind what number did you select that was most important, 1, 2, or 3. And so while you're reading, I want you to underline at least 2 sentences. You might need to underline a few more because you're gonna be having conversations. And if somebody has a similar one, then you need to make sure that you have something else that's different to share out with them. So underline that affirms your choice as to why you said that was the most important for your students. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to read, and just like last time, when you're done, just turn your paper over and put your pencil down so that way I know that you have finished. Just in case you can't remember what your numbers were.
What's their name? Huh? What? Raffles? Boy or girl? What's your favorite game to play with Raffles?
It's a sentence or
Underline
She
sentences.